Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Mr. Keynes. We've got two more modules left in the semester. I know you're upset about that, but we got this module. This module is all about nutrition. And I'll say this, that this module, it lasts a little bit longer, almost 2 weeks in length. This module and then the last module is going to last around 2 weeks in length. So hang in there. We're almost done. We got about a month left of the semester. We're over halfway done. All right, so I'm gonna go over the assignments real quick. This might be a longer video. I might have to do two videos. Uh, so you have three assignments due this week, or this module, excuse me, nutrition. So, in your opinion, do you think nutrition is important? Why should we focus on nutrition? And do you yourself worry about what you eat and or what you consume overall via beverages, food, anything? And your paragraph needs to be at least 200 words in length. All right, so be as detailed as possible, be as specific as possible. Feel free to do some research. Make sure you cite those sources. You can use the book for sure to help you out. But this will be due this Sunday, the 19th. All right, and then your next assignment is due on Wednesday, the 22nd. You're going to document everything you consume for 3 days. All right, 3 days. And I want you to include the calorie content, calorie amount. And here is an example here located in the assignment. I'm going to pull it up, open it up. And here is an example of a 1 day's worth of meals. So on this Word document, you see the servings as well as the amount of calories. So I just want you to put the amount of calories. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about the amount of servings. Don't worry about the serving size, half cup, 1 cup, 3/4 cup, 5 pieces, 8 pieces. Don't worry about that. Just worry about the amount of calories. Okay. So that is an example, and I want your paper, your submission to look like this, but 3 days worth. Um, so yeah, so that is due on Wednesday the 22nd. It gives you more than a week to complete that assignment and to document everything you consume for 3 days. And it's there just to I'm having you all do this because a lot of times if you go see a nutritionist or a dietitian, they will ask you to document everything you consume. So I just wanted you to get some experience documenting everything that you consume. Usually they'll have the client do a week or 10 days, but I'm just having y'all do 3 days, so it's not too bad. And you might be surprised the amount of calories you consume. Your last assignment, you're going to use the meal documentation for 3 days to help you. And I want you to answer these questions in this Word document. All right. So just take the average of the 3 days that you documented your food intake and your beverages as well. Lunch, dinner as well, snacks, and your total average of calories over 3 days. And then you're going to answer these questions. Type a 1 page report, double space, 12-point full page analyzing your diet and exercise habits. So, what did you discover about yourself? What areas did you do great in? Did you incorporate exercise every day? Did you incorporate fruits and vegetables every meal? Did you lean more towards lean meats? And some of these questions are related to the chapter reading, like the My Plate system. Did your plates look according to the My Plate system that is used in the textbook? Where did you get most of your calories from? What nutrients? So yeah, just answer those questions. So you can include the amount of calories average on the first page, and then your second page be the one-page report. That's fine. Okay. So you're basically analyzing your 3-day meal documentation, and that's due on Friday the 24th. And then if you go back to the module, you've got your test that will be due on Sunday, 26th. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 26th. Now, if you are an early college student and you borrow a computer, it's my understanding that you need to have an access code to get into the computer. If that's the case, you will need to complete your test on Friday or sometime before the weekend, sometime when you're on campus. If that's the case, let me know and I will open up the test for you early because I don't want to hear on Monday saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot get into the test. I could not get into the test this weekend, and so I had to wait until I come back to school." So if that's the case, if that happens, then you're going to get 5 points off of your test grade because I mentioned to you all in this video that if you're an early college student and you need to get access from an administrator while you're on campus to take a test, you need to do it on Friday or Thursday or sometime during the week. Don't wait till after. Okay. So don't make that mistake. All right, so let's get into the PowerPoint slides. Hopefully I'll have plenty of time to go over the PowerPoint slides. So as always, they're located here. Let me pull them up. All right, so this chapter is all about nutrition, and it's important for your overall health to focus on a healthy diet, healthy eating regimen. So don't worry so much about the digestive system. I know it's here in the book, but don't worry about the functions of all of these different organs and components of the digestive system. Don't worry about that. But if you're intrigued on what each organ does, each component of your digestive system, its role is located here and also in the book. The main nutrients I want you all to know, you've got water, of course, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals. And then we'll talk about calories and a little bit about alcohol. But again, just make sure you read over these PowerPoint slides. And in the beginning, you have the dietary guidelines for Americans. And what it is, it's they're revised every 5 years. This was published in 2025, so it was just revised, and it's just based on the amount of calories or the amount of nutrients you should consume every day. And there's more information found in the book. and there's no really right way to eat. There's hundreds of diets out there. Um, yeah, the low carb diet, the low fat diet, the keto diet, the low calorie diet. There's hundreds of them out there, but there's no really right way to eat. It's all based on the person. It's all based on how much physical activity you get a day. But you need most healthy diets. They all they all amount for these these tips, and they include an abundant amount of fruits and vegetables, emphasis on whole grains. So if you're gonna have a sandwich or toast in the morning, don't have bunny bread, white bread. Have it on whole grain, whole wheat bread. Use whole grain, whole wheat bread. Moderate portions. You don't want to overindulge yourself. Include high protein, so dairy products, yogurt, low fat yogurt, low fat cheese, low fat milk. Aim for skim milk or 1%, or excuse me, 2% milk. Uh, Lean meats, chicken, tuna, fish, salmon. Um, and here's the My Plate that I mentioned earlier. Y'all probably have heard this before, My Plate, but the My Plate, it's a visual representation of what your plate should look like for every meal. So a quarter of your plate should be fruits. A little over a quarter should be vegetables, mainly leafy greens. Um, Try to stay away from starchy vegetables like corn, potatoes. Sweet potatoes is better. Protein, lean meats, not a whole lot of fat. Grains, just like we mentioned before. Hopefully, more of your grains is whole grains, whole wheat products. The DASH eating plan. The DASH stands for Dietary Approach to Stop Hypertension. And this is kind of your general guideline of a diet that you want to follow. It's low in sugar. It doesn't have a whole lot of processed foods in it. Um, it's low in salt, low in sodium. So this is kind of the gold standard of a diet you want to follow. You have the Mediterranean diet, and this is the type of diet that the population in that part of the world, Greece, Italy, Spain, France, they follow along this diet, and they follow along this diet, and they're widely considered as the healthiest people in the world. Food at college. When we go to college, a lot of times we encounter food insecurity, so we're limited to the amount of healthy food that we can consume, or you're not sure of the availability or where to obtain such healthy food. A lot of times we just eat based on convenience, what's quick and what's easy, what tastes good. And then what we talk about, it covers the nutrition label. Um, and that if you notice, there's some visual differences in the label over the years. Portions, food safety. Make sure when you're when you are coming in contact with food that you follow different safety guidelines. Wash your hands. Wash the produce. Don't cross contaminate. We all know to not eat raw chicken or raw pork. So just follow along to these PowerPoint slides, read over them, and read the chapter, and you all will be good. Um, I'll talk to you all soon.